on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love, much love. Salute to everyone that's in the building. If y'all can hear me, please drop a one in the chat. 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 Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly, y'all. Okay, I see the ones. I see the ones. I see the ones. Okay, okay, okay. I'm glad you guys can hear me. I'm glad you guys can hear me, man. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everyone that's in the building right now. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Salute to all the visionaries that's in the building. We're going to get into it today. We are back. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. I appreciate all the love and the support. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Salute to everyone. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. So before we get into it, right, I'm going to shout you guys out. And then we're going to get into today's show. All right. It's good to see y'all, man. It's good to be back. Good to be back. And we got to talk about this today, man. We're going to continue to talk about this because this is something that's going on right around us, and it's important that we know. So we're going to get into this conversation, but I need you guys to hit the like button on the way in. Double tap y'all screens if y'all here through the vertical feed. Double tap y'all screens if y'all are here through the vertical feed. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Also, share the show. Share the show. Share today's show. Share today's show. All right. So let's see who's in the building. Let's shout everyone out, and then we're gonna get into it. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki Baby. What's up, Miss New York Nikki? How you doing? You back off vacay. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. One of my lovely lady mods in the building today. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Always coming through and decorating the Chizat. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki. Shout out to Miss Angie. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie B in the building. Good to see you, Miss Angie. How you doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Another one of my lovely lady mods in here today. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Shout out to my man Mark in the building. What up, Mark? Peace, fam. Shout out to the cynical one in the building. What up, Sin? Shout out to the cynical one in the building. Another one of my lovely lady mods. The lovely lady mods are coming through. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. How you doing, Sin? Good to see you. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole in the building. Happy Friday to you, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate all that you do as a top lovely lady mod. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the lovely lady mods in here today. Y'all in here jam-packed already. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Miss Scorpio in the building. Hey, Scorpio. Shout out to you. Another one of my lovely lady mods in here today. So what's that? 5 for 5. Y'all back to back in here today. 5 for 5 in the building. Shout out to all the lovely lady mods in here. What's up, Dorillas? Shout out to Dorillas in the building. Yeah, it's great to be back. It's great to be back, son. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Carolinas in the building. Shout out to the Carolinas in the building. What's up, Stefan? Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Ray in the building. What up, Ray? Shout out to Ray Stansberry on the pull up. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building, 6 for 6. Two top lovely lady mods in here today. Shout out to you, Miss L'Oreal. Good to see you. Good to see you. I appreciate all that you do as a top lovely lady mod as well. Shout out to you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Shout out to Rick Slick in the building. What up, Rick? Shout out to Hammer. What up, Hammer? What's going on? Yeah, rest in peace to everyone we lost this week. You know, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. Man, we talking about two childhood staples, Theo Huxtable and Hulk Hogan. That's real, man. That's real. Yeah, so rest in peace to everyone. Rest in peace to everyone that passed this week. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne. Definitely, Ray. And that's why we're gonna talk about something else, man. You know, we don't want to harp on what's dead, you know, and who's dead, you know. What up, Rocco? Salute. Thank you so much, Miss Classy Creole. I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and pin this message. And y'all can donate at any time if you would like to, at any time. As y'all can see, Miss Classy Creole put that in the chat. I'm gonna pin it to the top of the chat. So at any time during the show, if y'all would like to support the student tuition fund, the directions and everything is pinned at the top of the chat. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Classy Creole. See who else is up in the building before we get into it. Shout out to Ant in the building. What up, Ant? Shout out to Auntie's Boiler Room. What's good, Ant? Salute. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my man Auntie, man. Shout out to my man Ant in the building. Shout out to my man Third Ward in the building. What up, Third? Salute, Brody. Shout out to my guy Third Ward. Third Ward is actually he's actually one of the supporters that influenced today's show because he sent me a video. I probably won't get into the video because it's a video of another YouTuber, but I can definitely pull up the article, and we're gonna get into it today, man, because there's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and we need to talk about it. Shout out to my man Third in the building. Appreciate you, bro. See who else is up in here before we get into it. I don't want to miss anyone. What up, B Dolo? Salute. Shout out to Miss Keita T in the building. We got 7 lovely lady mods in here today, man. Happy Friday to all you ladies once again. Shout out to Miss Keita T. I appreciate you, Miss Keita T. Always coming through and holding it down for a brother. Thank you so much. Shout out to my man Arthur War in the building. What up, Arthur War? Salute, champ. Good to see you, man. What up, Headbanger? Peace. Appreciate your Headbanger. See who else is. How you doing, Miss Gigi? Shout out to Miss Gigi in the building. Good to see you, Miss Gigi. Y'all see the show? Double tap y'all screens. Hit the like button if you're coming in. Hit the like button if you're coming in. Y'all see the show? Is Trump's radical crime plan working? Is it working? Is it working? Is this strategy that the Trump administration has employed to clean up the crime that's here in the United States, is it working? Is it actually working? Is it working? Do y'all think it's working? That's what we're going to talk about today. Is it working? Does this even matter to y'all? Because right now, as y'all know, a lot of people are not talking about this. This is why we're talking about it, but a lot of people are not talking about it because a lot of people are concerned with other things. You know, in the media right now, everybody's talking about death. You know, like I said, rest in peace to everyone who passed away recently. But everyone's speaking on that. Uh, everyone's speaking on, you know, the guy who island mysteriously burned down. They're talking about the list. Um, Now they done brought up Ghislaine Maxwell. She's back in the media. Um, it's just a lot of things that is being pushed our way via the media that doesn't really serve our lives in any form or fashion. In any form or fashion. What's up, Jason? Jason says dirty people don't like water. How you doing, Yvette? Shout out to Miss Yvette Keys in the building. How you doing, Yvette? Right. So a lot of us are distracted by these other stories, this other form of content. What's up, Stingray? Peace, fam. Jason says you can't wash away crime. You can't wash crime away. That's what people like to say. A lot of people like to say you can't wash crime away. What up, Club? Salute. Shout out to my man Club in the building. A whole bunch of distractions. Now we got somebody in the chat saying you can't wash crime away. So y'all think that this stuff is just going to go on forever, huh? Mhm. See, the way you can tremendously slow down crime, because I don't think you can stop crime completely. I agree with that. There's always going to be somebody somewhere trying to take a shortcut. That's just, you know, that's just a way in life that people, you know, like L'Oreal said, crime is a mental thing. So do I think crime can be washed away completely? No. But if it is no longer incentivized and heavily penalized, a lot of people won't participate. Now, do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree with that? We can't get rid of we can't get rid of crime completely. Right? We can't get rid of crime completely. But if there's no money in the streets for you to sell your drugs in, right? If there's no corners you can stand on and make no money. See, because y'all got to remember, crime is also a market. Let's have this conversation. Crime is also a market. How do you slow down a market? How do you do that? What up, MR? Shout out to MR in the building. Salute. Crime is a market here in America. Crime is an economy. How you doing, Taylor? Shout out to Taylor in the building. Good to see you. Absolutely, L'Oreal. Some people are not going to just wake up and change. It's a process. Nobody wakes up and changes. Nobody. Anthony says, I have no regrets on my past. I was born into it. No doubt. Nobody's on the corners no more. It's the web. Crime is a lifestyle. Don't patronize the market. Jason says, in the buying. Club says, you slow down a market by taking away their demand or altering their supply. There you go. There you go. Now, remember, y'all, we've been speaking about this for the past year. Well, you might as well say going on a year. We've been speaking about, because remember, over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV is the only place you heard us speak on crime being dismantled here in America once Donald Trump get elected. See, that has always been my position, that to make America great again, it's not just a financial thing. We got to clean up. We got to clean house. And this is what Trump came in doing immediately. Getting rid of the criminals. All the thieves, all the scammers, all the hustlers, all the shooters, all the robbers, all the prostitutes. See, remember, that was our narrative over here. That was the reason for me supporting Trump. Because he was talking about making America great again by getting rid of crime, slowing down the crime. You see? That's the difference over here. So this is why we're going to continue to talk about this, because a lot of us in this chat room have children. A lot of our children and a lot of people in this chat room have children. Some of them have grandchildren who are in middle school, who are in high school. And they're afraid for their children. They're afraid for their grandchildren. They're afraid because it's not safe. It's not safe. When I was growing up, the streets was violent. But guess what? I walked home every day from school. Me and my friends. We walked home from school. The streets was still, it has some integrity. You know? Our parents could send us outside to play for the day and look outside and see us playing, and, you know, it's not like that anymore. It hasn't been that way for a long time. The safety. People are afraid here, whether y'all believe this or not. Do y'all know how many children have been getting snatched every year? Do y'all know this? And what we found out over here is, we found out that a lot of these people who were snatched, they were snatched by foreigners, or they were snatched by Americans who work for foreigners. This is what we're finding out. Shout out to the Trump administration. That a lot of our children are being trafficked by foreigners, not by Americans, by foreigners. Go watch the movie Taken. The movie Taken was about trafficking. Her and her friend were lured by a foreigner on the internet, and next thing you know, they got kidnapped and were held captive as sex slaves. They showed you that in the movie Taken. They were taken by foreigners, lured on the internet. Because, see, a lot of you women, just like the men, a lot of you women believe these pictures y'all see. See, this is what happened to them two young ladies on the movie Taken. They saw this so-called handsome, rich Frenchman who were offering them, I forgot what he was offering them and why they was going out there. Next thing you know, they're getting kidnapped. Do y'all know that that shit was happening on the regular? Do y'all know that? This was happening on a regular. See, y'all think this is just some rich man stuff. Oh, this is what the rich people are a part of, and this is what no. This was happening on a lower level. I'm getting ready to show y'all. Why did y'all think y'all heard me say when we were speaking about the Diddy stuff, right? Why did you think I tied the Diddy stuff in and told y'all that all of this stuff is connected? Why do you think I said this? Because it is. Because it is. This trafficking, this prostitution rings, and this stuff has been going on. This stuff is destroying the fabric of this country. Do y'all think this is just a hip hop industry, entertainment, rich man? No, you got it twisted. This is a market. This is a market. And in a market, you have levels. You got low-level people on the market, which is the black market. See, a lot of y'all think this is all rich people stuff when y'all don't know that the rich people, the pipeline to the rich people is the black market. This is what y'all don't know. This is why there's always a middleman. See, it's just like this with drugs. Just like they traffic drugs, they traffic humans the same way. There's levels. See, you don't just meet a plug. No, you meet a middleman who knows a big guy who knows the plug. It goes the same way when you're trafficking humans. Same way. Same way. Go back and watch the movie Taken. That guy, see, in the music business, they're called liaisons. In the streets, they're called middlemen. See, the guy who lured them two girls on the internet, he's a scout. See, they got different pieces. He's a scout. They got other scouts on the internet scouring the internet for young, naive women who fall victim to pictures. Right? And then they get offered all of this stuff because they get love bombed and wild and next thing you know, you a goddamn sex slave in a hoe house. This has been going on in America for a long time. Remember, Diddy just got caught in 2023. Diddy just got caught in 2023. Diddy, 2023. They just caught Smokey Robinson in 2024. Where do you think Shannon Sharp met Zuniga? Where you think he met Zuniga with the $70,000 buns? Where you think he met her at? He met her on Instagram. Trafficking. What do you think Instagram is used for? What do you think Telegram is used for? Snapchat. Huh? Trafficking. This is where the girls were selling themselves off of. Instagram. Trafficking. This is where Shannon Sharp met his girlfriend. This is where a lot of you niggas meet your girlfriends, on Instagram. And then you fly them out. Huh? Yeah, it's been going on for decades. It's been going on for decades. But guess what? You know how you slow down a market? What did Club say? You remove the demand by altering the supply. So what did they do, Miss Yvette Keys? Now, you not just flying no girl out and that's your friend. Now it's called sex trafficking, and we gonna give your ass 50 years for doing it. So yes, it's been happening for decades. But guess what hasn't been happening for decades? People getting 50 years for doing it. People getting life in prison for doing it. See, that hasn't been happening for decades. What's been happening for decades is young girls and women and children has been being trafficked, and it's been going under the radar. See, that's what's been happening for decades too. Nobody's been getting in trouble. Nobody's been going to jail. See, remember the pimps, they'll just get a pandering charge. They'll just get a regular little charge. Now, your charge is sex trafficking if you a pimp. See, that's not what's been happening for decades. See, because now you're altering the supply. Now you're making tricks. Think about buying into the market. Because now a trick could get caught in a sex ring and get caught in a trafficking ring. Now you can have guys who pay for sex get caught in a sex sting and be part of a trafficking operation and don't even know. And his ass get 15 years just for trying to buy some coochie. Altering the supply, removing the demand. Now dudes are gonna say, "Oh no, I'm gonna find me a girl. I ain't doing this shit. I'm just trying to get my rocks off. I ain't doing 15 years." Because that's what's happening. That's what's happening. See, that wasn't happening before. See, what was happening before, only the prostitute will get punished. See, the pimp, they don't even know the pimp. Because the pimp go send another prostitute to go bail out that prostitute. So the pimp wasn't never getting in trouble. Neither was the trick. Who was getting in trouble was the prostitute. She'll pay a fine, do a little, do her little time, go through the system, come out. See, they did this with the drug market. They did this with the drug market. They do this with the drug market too. See, over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where we revealed that the cartels was poisoning the drugs. See, we spoke about that over here first. That the drugs they were sending over here was poison. That it was spiked with fentanyl. We spoke about that over here. Long time ago. Because again, this is another way to do what? Alter the supply. If you running around your neighborhood and you know 4-5 dudes done dropped off smoking weed, you ain't buying no weed in that neighborhood. Because the supply is altered. So if you alter the supply, that removes the demand. I ain't smoking no more. Shit. I ain't trying to die to get high. I ain't trying to die to get high. See, because the government, right? They don't know how to get people to stop doing what they doing. So they figure out a smart way to do it. Smart way to do it. Kill two birds with one stone. We allow the drugs to come in here laced, right? Because that'll get a few thousand people to move away from doing drugs, to move away from selling drugs, right? Some people gonna die, some people gonna stop, right? And then we could come in and arrest the cartels. It's called strategy. Two birds with one stone. You don't want to stop using drugs, you're going to die or sit your ass in jail for the rest of your life for selling fentanyl. Right? Right? Or you're going to stop doing what you're doing and live your life the way a productive citizen in America is supposed to live their life and get this rich shit out of your brain. Get those thoughts of you being rich and you supposed to be rich and all that bullshit. Get that dream out your mind of being a kingpin and being a big time rapper and all that goofy shit. Because that bullshit in your mind is gonna make you do certain things that's gonna end that where you're gonna end up dead or in jail. Okay? So they killing two birds with one stone, whether y'all know it or not. Because whoever don't want to stop going to die, go to jail. And then after that, we're going to come lock them all up for selling fentanyl and selling all the drugs and sending all the drugs into our country. We're going to lock them all up and dismember the cartels and get them all to snitch on each other and get them all to turn on each other. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Miss Camille, good to see you, love. Good afternoon to you. Another one of my lovely lady mods in the building today. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Happy Friday. Yes, it's called market strategy, club. It's called market strategy. Y'all love talking about money. Y'all love talking about money, but y'all don't love talking about business. Y'all love talking about money, though. Follow the money. Nigga, you don't even know how the money is created. You don't know the strategy around them making the money. You got to know the strategy. You got to know what they doing. In order for you to follow it, you got to know what they doing. Rocco says, DS1, does the government really want all the crime to stop? Of course. Of course. Of course. You know why, Rocco? I'm gonna tell you why, Rocco. I'll tell you why. Because if they allow it to keep going at the rate it's going, because again, I'm gonna say this again, Rocco. I don't believe crime can completely stop. That's an individual effort. That's a person deciding in as an individual that they're not going to commit these acts. That's not something that is judged by the government or controlled by the government. You see? But yes, they want crime to stop so America can have a future, a bright future. They want people going to Disney World again. When the last time you saw a bunch of kids who remember back in the day when we used to go on trips on the block? Y'all, if y'all from New York, if y'all from a certain neighborhood, y'all knew back in the day, remember your block used to go on trips in the summer when you was a kid? Used to go to the movies, used to go to the zoo, used to go to the museum, used to go to theme parks. I remember that as a kid. It's not even safe to take children to theme parks no more because all these kids want to fight. Because they geeked up off this dumb hip hop shit. This is why they locking all the drill rappers up. This is why they locking them up. Because the influence they have on the kids. Because these kids go in these neighborhoods and destroy these neighborhoods. Shootings, robbing, loitering. They destroy these neighborhoods. That don't make them no money. That costs them money. That doesn't make them any money. It doesn't. Having a bunch of 16-year-olds running around a whole section of the Bronx, killing each other. How does that make them money? The government. It doesn't. It brings down the property value. Why do you think they gotta gentrify black neighborhoods? Gentrify is nothing but repricing the market. See, this is why in New York City, you got a group of small hats who come in and buy up neighborhoods. But the neighborhoods they buy up are crime-ridden neighborhoods. Because a crime-ridden neighborhood, the property value is cheaper. Y'all don't get this. Y'all don't understand this. How the hell we gonna make America great again when the whole goddamn America is a big ghetto? Everywhere you go is project activity. Everywhere you go, that includes the suburbs. That includes the suburbs. That includes the places where you think your children's supposed to be safe. How the hell they gonna make America great again? When this whole goddamn country is a big project. Everybody acting a goddamn fool. Everyone, everywhere. You think them people feel safe in the suburbs? Not when they next door neighbors' kids coming through playing NBA YoungBoy. Oh, you think that's just going on in the hood? You think that's just going on in the hood? Huh? You think only the hood kids is geeked up off this shit? What's up, Just Jules? How you doing? I heard they down in Mexico. Hey, it might be. I don't know, Just Jules. Might be. Yeah, they cook meth in the suburbs. See, I'm glad you said that, sis. Because see, a lot of people think that the suburbs, right? Especially us that come from the hood, we think the suburbs is the place to be. No, the suburbs is where the best drugs are, the best weed, the best cocaine, the best heroin, the best Molly, the best Percocets, the real perks, the real perks, the real Adderall is in the suburbs. That real meth. See, this is why they want to get rid of this stuff, because that's the part of America that's being destroyed that doesn't make television. See, they'll talk about O Block and 63rd. They'll talk about that. They're not going to talk about down in Montana. They ain't going to talk about that. They ain't going to talk about the opioid epidemic in the suburbs. How they had videos online 5 years ago with people dead in their car on YouTube. They took them videos down, by the way. They sure did. They took them videos down. They took them videos down, by the way. Just to let y'all know. Yeah, make America great again. Y'all don't know what that means, because y'all really don't know what's going on out here. But this is why y'all tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Because we're going to show y'all. We're going to show y'all. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Shout out to Heels In. I see you, Cuzzo. Salute. L'Oreal says, especially the videos in Oregon. Oregon, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Yeah. Yeah. Vermont. Yeah. Seattle, Washington. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's show you. Let me show you. See, because see, y'all like talking about, oh, the E-list. Oh, what about the E-list? And Diddy and this guy and that guy. You don't even know that this shit been going on all over your country. You probably don't even know that your next door neighbor was a sex trafficker. That's how real it is. Do y'all know that I show videos on this channel where some hotels got tunnels attached to them? See, y'all think this shit is a game. Y'all think this shit is a game. I showed the video where a girl was staying in a room and she found out that her room was connected to a tunnel under the goddamn hotel she was staying in. Yep. Yep. You know how you check? When you go into your room, you know the closet? Go in there and check that floor in that closet. It's a trap door down there. All you got to do is lift up the rug. That girl lift that rug up. It was a, come on, bro. This shit is for real. This shit is for real. And you got weirdos in here talking about, oh, that's fake. because he's a pervert. See, people who say shit like that is fake, they're perverts. These are perverts. Oh, that ain't for real? Why? Why you don't think it's real? Why you don't think it's real? You weirdo. Why you can't believe that that will happen? You weirdo. Just like y'all said, a freako is not a Rico. See, y'all are weirdos. Y'all are people who co-sign this behavior. Y'all are people who co-sign this type of life. Y'all the same people. Y'all are the same people. And it's sad. Because guess where I want Trump to send you people? To the goddamn alligators. Send them to the alligators. What's up, Carlos Lopez? A whole network down there. Tell them again, MR. They don't be knowing, bro. They don't be knowing. Shout out to my man Fierce Soul in the building. Salute, Brody. Shout out to Fierce Soul. A whole network down there. What's up, Mike G's? What up, Big Ruck? Shout out to Big Ruck in the building. They don't know what's real out here. No, they don't. Poo-putts. Simple-minded. What? Numbskulls. You're a numbskull. You can't see past go. Numbskull. You're a numbskull. What's up, Monjay? Shout out to Miss L'Oreal. Look, she put the link in the chat. Vacation hotel snatching. Come on, man. This is real. This is real. Look at this. Y'all think this trafficking stuff only happens on a higher level. Oh, we need to know about that list. We need to know, because no, you need to know about who's right next door to you. That's what you need to know. You need to know the people that's in your goddamn neighborhood. That's who you need to know, because you might have a Diddy in your neighborhood. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Here's a Diddy right in the neighborhood. Look. Dad impregnated daughter and drove her to Mexico to get an abortion before she delivered stillborn baby in a Walmart bathroom. The Epstein list. Diddy. This is a regular person. This is a regular person. He impregnated his daughter and sex trafficked her. He was sex trafficking his own daughter, impregnated her, and then tried to drive her to Mexico to get an abortion. Send this bastard to the alligators, Trump. Send him to the alligators. And y'all against alligator Alcatraz? Then this bastard right here who impregnated his daughter and then try to drive her to Mexico to get an abortion. He needs alligator treatment. Alligators and Burmese pythons. He needs reptilian treatment. Send him to the alligators, Trump. This bastard. Look at him. Let's read the article. This bastard right here. This was 5 days ago. Father sexually assaults daughter. Texas officials. Where's Texas close to? The Mexican border. Texas officials said a dad raped his 17-year-old daughter, who then became pregnant with his child and delivered a stillborn in Walmart bathroom after he took her to Mexico to have an abortion. Send him to the alligators. Send him to the swamps. Then free Diddy. Diddy ain't do nothing. Oh, but he need to go to jail. You same niggas that's watching in the clouds right now is saying, oh yeah, he need to go to jail. But y'all niggas was saying free Diddy. Didn't I tell y'all Diddy is a representation of a behavior and a lifestyle? Anti-American behavior, thick foreign lifestyles. Didn't I tell y'all this? It ain't just Diddy. It's millions of these sickos. This man tried to take his daughter to Mexico to get an abortion. A freako, not a Rico. You weirdo. Anybody who said that is a weirdo. And I know you done did some weird sexual stuff before. See, guys like this believe a freako's not a Rico. He impregnated his daughter and then trafficked her to get an abortion. Jerry Lee Martinez, 45, now faces a sexual assault of a child charge. Jail records show. He was previously send him to the alligators. Look, listen, y'all. He was previously charged with abandoning or endangering a child with criminal negligence, along with tampering with a witness and tampering with physical evidence. This is a sick weirdo. You see why they need to get out of our country? You see why these sick weirdos need to get out of our country? He has previous child charges. He has a pattern of violating children. He has a pattern of violating kids. But a freako is not a Rico. Huh? You weird niggas. You nasty, perverted, sick, twisted, abnormal, psychotic people. This man has a pattern of harming children. Just like Diddy had a problem abusing women and men sexually. Oh, but it's not the same. Yeah, because y'all slow. Because you want to be a part of something. You think being on Team Diddy gonna get you something. You know what it's gonna get you? A bottle of Astroglide. A bottle of Astroglide. That's what it's gonna get you. That's what it's gonna get you. This sick weirdo. This weird sicko. Local ABC affiliate K3 obtained an arrest affidavit that said Martinez's daughter told detectives that her father began touching her inappropriately when she was 15 years old. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that when Aaliyah, isn't that the age Aaliyah married R. Kelly? Okay. R. Kelly's innocent, though, to you sick, perverted weirdos, but he married a 15-year-old. Didn't he marry Aaliyah when he was 15? Age ain't nothing but a number. You know R. Kelly wrote that song, right? He's a pervert. Only a pervert would say age ain't nothing but a number. A lot of you girls grew up singing that shit. That's why you grew up liking grown men at a young age. Age ain't nothing but a number, and now ain't nothing but a thing. Singing that perverted ass song. You didn't even know a pervert wrote the song. His name is Robert Kelly. Age ain't nothing but a number. Had y'all young girls singing that shit, lusting over grown-ass men. Oh, but this is okay. We don't need to talk about this. This is not a problem here in the United States of America, where children are constantly sexualized. That's not a problem, according to you freaks. Okay. How many of y'all in the chat grew up listening to Aaliyah? Huh? How many of you women, if you a millennial, you grew up listening to Aaliyah? I'm sending you a 4-page letter, and I enclosed it with a kiss. Geppetto work. Geppetto work. Just Jules says, I love her. I love Aaliyah. And guess what Aaliyah taught you to love? Grown-ass men as a little girl. Aaliyah taught you to lust. You love her, but she taught you how to lust over grown men as a little girl. Aaliyah helped you become a fast little girl. Because that's what she was. Because she was being taken advantage of. She was being taken advantage of. She was sex trafficked. She was sex trafficked. And then when they was done with her sexually, she mysteriously died in a plane crash. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. After they did what they did to that girl, she mysteriously died in a plane crash. Aaliyah taught y'all to love grown men as a little girl. Yeah. You remind me of my G. Who you think wrote all that? Who you think wrote all that Aaliyah shit in the beginning? That whole first album by Aaliyah was written by her husband, who was a Geppetto, because she was sold to him, because we found out that R. Kelly and those young girls that was living in his house was sold to him by their parents. That's sex trafficking. This is when it wasn't called sex trafficking. And them girls grew up in his house and turned into grown women. Yeah. How you think he got Aaliyah? And then he passed Aaliyah off to Jay-Z. Best of both worlds. Oh, Aaliyah had best of both worlds. She knew how it was to be with a high-level elite R&B nigga and rap nigga and CEO. Because remember, she then got past the Dame. Best stuff. See, these niggas is real perverts. They put it in the music. The Pied Piper, they put it in the music. Oh, best of both worlds. And you know what the other part of best of both worlds mean too? Yeah. Best of both worlds. See, when you're rocking with R. Kelly, you get both best of both worlds. Yeah. Yeah, if you like both worlds. Both worlds. Don't let that go over your head. See, this is the sick shit that's been going on in this country. It's a market for this. A whole lot of perverts. A whole lot of them. A whole lot. Some of them is right next door. They right next door to you. 2 doors down, a mile away. When you move to a new neighborhood, do you check how many sex predators are there? No. No. You want to know if they selling drugs over there. But you don't want to know if they selling coochie over there, do you? You don't want to know if they selling children over there, do you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my brother MR. Appreciate that super chat, bro. MR says, how are they keeping statistics on it every year if they aren't a part of it? Shout out to MR. Salute, my brother. Come on. Come on now. Shout out to my man UFO in the building. What up, UFO? Salute. Let's read a little bit more of this article. Then we're going to move on to the next video. Martinez's daughter told detectives that her father began touching her inappropriately when she was 15 years old. The affidavit reportedly alleged that Martinez assaulted the minor several times over the last 2 years, and she became pregnant with his child. Didn't Cassie get pregnant by a sex worker? Sex trafficking. When he learned the girl was pregnant, Martinez repeatedly punched her in the stomach. This is a Mexican Diddy. This is a Mexican P. Diddy. This is a Mexican P. Diddy, Classy Creole. This is a Mexican P. Diddy. He tried to make her have a miscarriage. He tried to make her have a miscarriage. This is a Mexican P. Diddy, MR. This nigga sick. He's sick, third. He's a sicko. Oh, y'all, so y'all only think it's Diddy. Y'all only think it's the rich people. Oh, only rich people can afford to do that. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. This girl had a stillborn baby by her father in Walmart bathroom. Y'all niggas keep thinking that's what just rich people. Shut up, nigga. That's just what rich people do. No, that's what freaks and weirdos do. And that don't come with a goddamn tax bracket, dummy. That don't come with no tax bracket, dummy. You think this is only specifically for rich people? Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. People doing this shit right in your goddamn apartment complex, fool. You they're gonna get away with it because they rich. Shut your dumb ass up. Shut up. Because you one of the perverts that want to do it so you could get away with it. That's why you champion them getting away with it. Because you wish it was you. You pervert. You wish it was you that got away with it. You wish you was Diddy. You wish you was telling grown men to get in the tub and put heels on. You wish that was you, nigga. You want to be Diddy. You want to pay male escorts so you can rub their man milk on your chest. You want to do that. You weirdo freak. That's why Diddy innocent to you weird niggas. Because you want to do it. You want to do it. You're living through Diddy. He didn't do nothing wrong. I know. You think I don't know? It's a lot of Geppettos here on YouTube. You think I don't know that? And all you niggas popped your head out when this Diddy case came out. I saw y'all. All you niggas. You popped your head out. See, what you showed a nigga like me is you got a little Diddy in you. You like that baby oil. You got a little Diddy in you. All you niggas. Frico in the Rico. You niggas got a little Diddy in y'all. Y'all a little Diddy-fied. See, I know. Mm-hmm. Got a little Diddy in you. What up, T-Church? Oh, we got Freezy in the building. What up, Freezy? Shout out to my man No Captivity with Freezy. Salute, Freezy. Appreciate your support, fam. You niggas got Diddy in y'all. And it's people walking around you that got Diddy in them. Look at this. This man impregnated his own daughter. He impregnated his own daughter, y'all. And then tried to take her to Mexico to get a goddamn abortion. And he's a foreigner. And he also has previous charges of harming children. Send his ass to the alligators. Send him to the alligators, the boa constrictors, and the Burmese pythons in the Everglades. Send his ass to the swamps, Trump. All these sick weirdos. That's where they need to send Diddy. Send Diddy to the alligators. Let's get to the next story, because y'all think this shit is a game. Think it's a game, right? It's a game. Mm-hmm. It's a game. It's a game to y'all. This is a game. Y'all thought this Diddy shit was, this was a movie. Shit is real life, bro. Let me show y'all something. Man. This shit is really going on in real time.
June 20th, no immigrant will be able to send money to their countries of origin. If you do not have legal immigration status, you can't send a single dollar home. This isn't a warning, it's happening. Now the Remittance Control Act kicks in tomorrow morning, blocking all money transfers without valid U.S. documentation. Trump declared during his announcement, illegal immigrants have been draining $150 billion annually from our economy. That ends tomorrow. The numbers are staggering. 42 million immigrants send money overseas, supporting 800 million family members globally. Western Union, MoneyGram, Zelle, all blocked without a real ID or valid social security number. You're cut off completely. Banks must verify legal status before any transfer violators face $10,000 fines per transaction money. Transfer businesses risk losing their licenses. Families in Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador are about to lose their only lifeline. Even supporters are calling this extreme. This isn't just policy, it's
cook 'em, Trump. Shout out to the Trump administration. Cook they ass. Yeah. See, while y'all want to talk about this other little salacious, freaky shit, this was really going on. See, not only is Trump getting their ass up out of here, guess what else he doing? You can't send money back home now. Papa. You can't come to my country and sell corn and go build your goddamn house back in your country. See, you ain't gonna come here and sell ices in the Bronx and still be supplying neighborhoods with dope. See, because if you know, you know. See, a real plug, he ain't just a plug. See, a real plug, he ain't just a plug. Yeah, he's the icy man. Icy after school. Icy. Yeah. And he sell bricks too. He sell bricks too. He sell bricks too. Yeah. Get him out of here. Now you can't send money back home because your ass shouldn't even be here. How you get to send money back from a country you sat here illegally and made money in? How you get to do that? Huh? Shout out to my guy Bucket in the building. Salute to my day one brother Bucket 88. Salute, Brody. How, Miss Angie? How do they get to come here, hustle, save their money, go back home and build a goddamn village? We don't own one goddamn project. We don't own one goddamn housing complex. These people come here and sell oranges and can send their money back home and build a goddamn village while we sitting here paying rent. And y'all don't have a problem with that as Americans. You don't have a problem with that. Oh, let's move away from the Latinos for a minute. What about Aki? What about Ak? What about Ak? Who come to black neighborhoods and sell pork and sell beer and sell weed and sell baggies and sell scales in the name of Allah. In the name of Allah. And then send the money back home and build palaces in Yemen. Yeah, the Arabs from my hood, they from Yemen, nigga. They got palaces. You know how long that corner store been on the corner of my block? Since my father was young. They built palaces because I grew up with their family. Shout out to my brother Ike and Lapan. Those are two brothers we grew up with on the block. They grew up with us on the block. They got palaces in their country. They live in mansions. 2-3-story mansions in Yemen, in Saudi Arabia, off the money they make here in America. And they not even supposed to sell us swine. They not even supposed to sell us drugs. They not even supposed to sell us tobacco in the name of Allah. Astaghfirullah. You're not supposed to sell people poison. You know what they call that? They call that haram. Haram. But they come here and sell us poison that's killing us. And then they send the money back home and build their families up. Get your ass up out of here too. Who all the smoke shots are ran by who? We getting Arab money. We getting Arab money. All the Arabs own the smoke shops. We can't even get a goddamn smoke shop in our neighborhood. You even buying weed from Ak now. Your weed coming from Ak. The same place you used to buy your food from, you buying your drugs from now. You know who else got smoke shops? The Asians. The same ones you go buy your 4 Wings and Par 5 White. They sell your weed now too. The same place you get your chopped cheese from, they sell your weed now too. None of these people are American. None of these people are American. And then if you come 10 cents short, they tell you, get your ass out my store. and they in your goddamn country. Huh? I'm just trying to give y'all something to think about. I'm just trying to give y'all something to think about. Nigga been in your hood since you was a little boy. You 40 years old. You can't walk in the store 25 cents short. God damn. You don't have a problem with this, though. You don't have a problem. You don't have a problem with this. You don't have a problem with this. But let me try to make my little money. Yo, what that nigga doing over there? What that nigga think he doing? But I could open up a new smoke shop and your black ass gonna walk in there. Yo, what you got for me, bro? What you got for me, bro? Aki. Salam alaikum, Aki. What you got for me, Aki? Shut your goofy ass up, you weirdo. You anti-American weirdo. Show weird ass up. What you got for me, Aki? Weirdo. You weirdo. Where you think the Fetty packs is coming from? Oh. Sprinkles. Yeah, you like smoking sprinkles. Yeah, sprinkles. Little sprinkle. A little sprinkle on your weed. A little sprinkle. Yeah. Because I don't care if you die when you smoke that weed. He don't care if your ass die. Trump bugging out. ICE need to stop. Why is he deporting all these people? Weirdo. You weirdo. See, y'all don't want to talk about this. Y'all want to talk about nasty stuff. Okay. Y'all want to talk about nasty stuff? All right. We going to talk about some nasty stuff for y'all. Y'all want to talk about nasty stuff. Okay. All right. We going to talk about nasty stuff. Y'all like nasty stuff, right? Okay. Okay. Let's pull the article up. Y'all give me 1 second. Shout out to everybody in the building, by the way. Happy Friday. Yeah, they all weirdos, Joel. Shout out to my brother Joel Benjamin, man. AKA MC Spookism. It's my guy right there, man. Shout out to my guy Joel Benjamin. Salute, bro. Salute. Look at this. Y'all want to talk about some nasty stuff? Here we go. Because y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. Y'all nasty. I'm not subscribing. You crazy? To read an article? Y'all people crazy. Look, y'all, they want me to pay to read this article. LA Times. Gavin Newsom. Let me find another article, y'all. My bad. They want me to pay to read the LA Times article. These people was crazy. You people out in LA, man, y'all need to get y'all shit together. God damn. Yeah, Sin. They trying to make me pay to read the article. You people out in California, man. The hell y'all got going on? What the hell y'all got going on? Look at this, y'all. This is from iHeart. Who remember him? Had a project on my wrist, girl. I'm cash now. Y'all remember him? I'm riding around with that Nina. We smoking on Keisha. Smoking on Keisha, smoking on Keisha, smoking on Keisha. Run around with that Nina, run around with that Nina. Cash out. At a project on my wrist, girl, I'm cash now. I'm cash now. Look at this weirdo. Cash out gets sentenced to life in prison after sex trafficking. Oh, only rich people do that. I'm cashing out. Shout out to my brother Bob in the building. Bob said he out of cash now. His ass cashed out. Goofy nigga. Now look at this weirdo. Hey, Brownie. Shout out to Miss Brownie in the building. What's going on? Now look at this weirdo. Let's listen to this weirdo. Cash Out, a once prominent artist with notable hits like Cash Now, and project on my wrist, girl, I'm cash now, will spend the remainder of his days behind bars after he was convicted of several serious charges. Oh, you talking about those serious charges that Diddy beat? Huh? You talking about those charges, right? Yeah. According to report 11 Alive published on Monday, July 21st, the rapper born John Michael Hakeem Gibson was seated in a courtroom in Atlanta when a judge sentenced him to life plus 70 years. The sentence came down following a months-long trial in which jury found him guilty of violating the Racketeer Influence and Corruption Organizations Act. Yeah, the same charge that Diddy beat. And what else? And for allegedly running a prostitution ring. Oh, yeah, the same charges Diddy mysteriously beat because a Frico's not a Rico, but a Frico's a Rico here. Okay, we stupid. Okay, we stupid. Okay, people, we stupid. This how you know these a bunch of perverts. We stupid. So when Diddy did it, a Frico is not a Rico. But when Cash Out do it, he guilty. He gets life plus 70 years. But when Diddy did it, a Frico ain't a Rico. But this nigga called a Rico for the Frico. See how? See why I said you exposed yourself. If you came out and said Diddy was not guilty, you're a pervert and a weirdo. You exposed yourself. Because I guarantee you, are you going to do a video and say Cash Out not guilty? Huh? He beat the same charges Diddy was found not guilty on. This is what he in jail for. The same charges. He couldn't beat him, but Diddy could. I'm Cash Now. Oh, it ain't over. It ain't over. It ain't over. Let's continue reading. It's not over. It's not over. During the trial, prosecutors alleged that Gibson led a criminal enterprise in which he allegedly used his fame, sounds familiar, and Cash Out brand, sounds familiar, to recruit women, sounds familiar, from social media, sounds familiar. Isn't that what Justin Combs is getting ready to get on trial for? Getting women off social media for his dad? Oh, but a Frico, not a Rico. Okay, let's continue. He used his fame and his brand, like they said Diddy did, but a Frico's not a Rico. To recruit women from social media, like Justin did, but a Frico's not a Rico, and coerce them into commercial sex activities, like Justin did, but a Frico's not a Rico. Okay, Papa, Frico's not a Rico. Okay. As a part of his indictment, Gibson was convicted of sex trafficking, rape, and other offenses. Yeah, all the shit Diddy did, but wasn't found guilty of. How ironic. But approximately about 1 month, maybe 2 months later, you have another rapper who couldn't beat those charges that Diddy just beat. Oh, okay. Same proof, same everything lines up. We're reading it right here. But Cash Out got life plus 70. In addition to prison time, Gibson was also barred from contacting any of the victims and their families. Sounds like Diddy, doesn't it? Look at the picture. Look at the picture. Same side profile. Look, y'all. Riding around with that Nina. Smoking on Keisha, smoking on Keisha, smoking on Keisha. What did we start? What became the new thought name on the internet? Keisha. Keisha, thought Keisha. Look. Smoking on Keisha, smoking on Keisha. And he was selling that Keisha. Look, perverts. Perverts. You want to keep saying hip hop is our culture? That's why you're a pervert. If you keep believing hip hop is our culture, that's why you a pervert. Riding around with that Nina, smoking on Keisha, riding with Keisha, selling Keisha. Sex trafficking. Sex trafficking. He was riding around with that Nina, that gun, smoking on Keisha, that Kush, hanging with Keisha, the girl, while she's selling Keisha. Sex trafficking. Oh, but Diddy wasn't doing this. Even though everybody said Diddy and Cassie stayed high. But a Frico's not a Rico. Okay. Send him to the alligators. That's what I've been telling him, Joel. Send his ass to the alligators. Alligator Alcatraz. That's where all the freaks and weirdos need to go. They need to get their nuts chewed on by alligators. You weird freak. You might like it. You might like it. They might like it, Joel, if you let them sit in the water and get munched on by alligators. You might like it, wouldn't you, Diddy? You freak. What up, Mr. Savage Thoughts? You freak. You might like it. What else came up in the Diddy trial? That's similar here. He were not able to what? Contact any victims or their families. Didn't they ban Diddy from that? Because of his fame and his brand. But he's guilty. And where's Mr. Cash Out from? Atlanta, Georgia. He must also register as a sex offender. Why Diddy can't register as a sex offender? Okay, there you go. And keep away from several addresses in Metro Atlanta. At the sentencing hearing, Gibson denied the charges, just like Diddy. Said jury gave the wrong judgment and claimed the alleged victims were bullied into testifying against him. Uh-oh, here's where it get really Diddy-fied. His mother, Linda Smith, his mother This sound like a baby Diddy to me. Just like Sean Kingston and his mother. Just like Sean Kingston and his mother. Perverts. Perverted family. Just like the Wayne family. Perverts. His mother, Linda Smith, who was also known as Moronica Vinny or Mama Cash Out. What did I tell y'all about these what? Madams. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Mama Cash Out. Mama Duck. King Von mother. They're madams. They're madams. Mama Cash Out. And his business partner. Him and his mama was trafficking. Him and his mother. Him and his mama. Sound like Diddy and his mother. Who you think was pimping Mary J. Blige and all of them? His mother. His mother. Who you think Kim Porter hung around? His mother. His mother's a madam. That's why they all know Mama Combs. All of them. Just like when you get into the Kardashian family, you got to meet their mama. Because that's the madam. You don't get access to Kim or Chloe without consent from their mama. Who you think taught them girls to go after them ball players and them rappers? Their mother. She told Kim, hey, Kim, you gonna get the entertainment industry. You gonna go get all the rappers. You gonna put that witchcraft on all them rappers. Chloe, you gonna go get them ball players and them athletes. Courtney, you gonna go get them rock and roll people. See, y'all don't know about Courtney. See, a lot of y'all don't know it's a third sister. Her name is Courtney. She dates rock and rollers. Witchcraft. All of them are witches. All of them. Madams. Raise them girls to sell a body. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This man was running a sex ring with his mother. Riding on Keisha, smoking on Keisha. Mm-hmm. With his mother. With his mother. Mama Cash Out and his business partner, Tyrone Taylor. Sound like an old nigga. Were listed as co-defendants in the indictment. After jury convicted them, Taylor was also given life plus 70 years. Because he was riding with Keisha, smoking on Keisha while she was selling Keisha. Just like Cash Out. And Smith, they gave his mama 30 years. See, they ain't playing. They ain't playing. They gave his mama 30. They gave his mama 30 years, too. Sit down, mama. You think it's cute to influence young girls to sell a body? Sit down. You witch. You sick witch. Sit down. In purgatory. Sit your ass down. Send her to the alligators, too. No, they gave her 30. They gave her 30, third. 30. Sit down. We're going to send you to the alligators, too. Send her to the alligators, too, Hammer. Let her ass get chewed. No, she don't need to get chewed on by alligators. She needs to get constricted by a Burmese python. Strangle her ass. That's what needs to happen to Mama Cash Out. Since you was stretching and draining them women, we got a nice 15-foot Burmese python to devour you. Throw her in the water. 30 years is life for an older person. Facts, cuzzo. All they got to do is throw her in the water. That's all they got to do. Throw her in the Everglades. A Burmese python will consume her, Hammer. That's what she needs. Cash Out, he needs them. He needs the alligators. He needs torturers. His mama, she could just get squeezed. Squeeze her. Yeah, there you go, Sin. Put the snakes in the chat. Ain't this the year of the snake? Send her to the Everglades where the snakes are and let her ass get constricted. Lock that witch up with the alligators and snakes. Exactly. Exactly. 30 years at her age might as well be. Yep. Oh, yeah, it is life. She's out of here. They might as well just throw her in the water. Feed the snakes. Why not feed the Everglades with criminals that ain't even from this country? Why not? Maybe if we fed the wildlife out there, they'll stop showing up when you go. You know how they got the vacation homes out there in the Everglades. Maybe you'll stop seeing big ass lizards and snakes when you wake up in the morning if you fed their ass some prisoners. Cash Out, feed them. Feed them. That's what that, come on. I mean, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Smoke this dumbass. Cook them. Yeah. Is Trump's radical crime plan working? Is it working? Is it working? They already done rescued and recovered over 100,000 children from sex trafficking. Y'all can look up the numbers. The Trump administration did this. The sex trafficking numbers are down since Trump has been in office. The fentanyl deaths are going down since this task force was implemented by the Trump administration and Kash Patel in the FBI and ICE and Homeland Security. They all together. One world, one order, one system, one. That's why all of them are on ground together, and the military. All the agencies are together. There's no more separation. There is no, that's y'all goal over there in that agency, but this is our goal over here in this agency, but we in the same goddamn country. Nope. Under the Trump administration, everything is one. Every agency operates under my vision. Yeah, that's how this goes. That's how this goes. That's how this goes. Joel says Trump got them nasty F boys under pressure. Yup. 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 See, so while y'all still worrying about waiting to hear about a list, you got regular people out here sex trafficking their children. You got regular people out here doing this. Regular people. Get out of Diddy land. Get out of the celebrity world. Get into the real world. Know what's going on in the real world. Because that's where you are. That's where you and your family exist. You don't exist in Diddy land, nigga. You don't exist on Baby All Mountain. Unless you want to ride down the Astroglide slide, because some of you niggas want to slide on the Astroglide. But see, over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, we in reality over here. We talking about reality. We're not talking about the lifestyle of a sick, perverted billionaire. Why are we sitting around so concerned about that when we got regular people problems? See, Diddy's problem, his problems are spiritual. He don't have the regular problems we have. He got deep rooted internal problems. See, we ain't got to keep talking about him. He's a freak, weirdo pervert. Those are different type of problems than us. That nigga don't got to worry about if the gas price go to $12 a gallon. He don't care about eggs being $9 a carton. Why the hell we still talking about that shit? Now you done got into somebody damn near richer than him. Oh, what about the Epstein list? Why are you worrying about a world you don't exist in? You don't exist in that world because you a pervert. That's why. You a pervert. You a fairy. Yup, yup. You want to be a baddie, what a fatty, and you a man. You weirdo. That's why you want to keep talking about it. That's why you don't want to talk about what's really going on. Because this Diddy shit and all this sick shit that's going on in this country is going on right in our neighborhoods. And we ain't talking about that. We want to keep talking about freak offs when I just showed y'all I just showed y'all a whole nother freak off case where two people got life plus 70 years. But y'all said Diddy freakos wasn't Ricos. But cash outs was. But cash outs was on a lower level. On a lower level. See? See why we ain't got to talk about Diddy? We ain't got to talk about Shannon Sharp. We ain't got to talk about them. We could go on a lower level and still prove our point. Because this is a problem in this country. This is a problem that's affecting this country. You have to now really, right? You got to really protect your children, man. You don't know who hanging around your child. You don't know who looking at your child in a sexual way because all these goddamn weirdos. And guess who exposed all of this? The Diddy trial. The Diddy trial. R. Kelly. The shit that we want to keep calling our culture. King Geppetto. R. Kelly. King Geppetto. Now we finding out that there's somebody worse than R. Kelly. He's been doing it longer than R. Kelly. It's by a black man. See, y'all, this is why I don't play this racial shit with y'all. Because guess who was R. Kelly first? Guess who was R. Kelly first? And he sing the women too. Guess who was R. Kelly first? Smokey Robinson. Smokey been doing it. Smokey had them them Mexican women from when they was young, turned them into sex slaves, and moved them into his house. Smokey. They getting ready to send his ass to the alligators too. You old pervert. Weirdo. He had them maids in his house as sex slaves. Had them locked up in his house. Like who? Mr. Robert Kelly. Best of both worlds. See, when you mess with R. Kelly, he gonna put you onto a rapper too. So you gonna get best of. Yep, you gonna get 2 checks. You gonna get paid twice. Hanging out with R. Kelly. Cause he might pass you to Jay-Z or Diddy. Like he did Aaliyah. He broke Aaliyah in and passed her to his friends, his rich friends, to make money off her. What do you think is going on now? Where they got little girls dressed up as grown women on the strip. And the strip that I'm talking about is called Instagram. The new blade is the cyber blade. That's the new hostro. That's where the baddies are. The baddies is on OnlyFans. The baddies is on Instagram, Telegram, Snapchat. It's called the cyber blade. It's called the cyber blade. And this is where they were able to sell little girls to you as grown women. Gabriella Zuniga, $70K for a cheek. The one who just got that bag for Mr. Shannon Sharp. Where did he meet her at? On the Cyberblade. Yeah. He was messing with her. She was a little girl. Do you know why Mr. Jay-Z don't want to sign and take the paternity test for that young brother Ramir? Because when he got Ramir's mother pregnant, she was 15. Bingo. Jay-Z, you was from Brooklyn. Ramir is from Philly. How was you getting to his mother? How was his mother getting to you as a 15-year-old girl, Jay-Z? Oh, riding around with Keisha, selling on Keisha, smoking on Keisha. Sex trafficking, a minor. Hey, Kendrick, why you never said a minor about Jay-Z? Oh, it's just Drake. Drake? Oh, it's just Drake who likes minors. That's why he's not answering to that paternity test. Because Jay-Z is a Geppetto. Jay-Z don't like grown women. He had Beyonce when she was 16. He likes little girls. Girls I do adore. Yep, he didn't say women. He said girl. He's a grown-ass man talking about he still like girls. I like girls. I don't like women. I like girls. Big 60-year-old nigga. I like girls. Yeah, you a pervert, nigga. You're a Geppetto. Everybody we saw Jay-Z with was what? A minor. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So shout out to Donald Trump, because I believe his radical plan is working. Send their ass to the alligators. All the criminals, all the immigrants, all the widows, all the Geppettos. Send them to alligator Alcatraz and throw them in the water. Do that should be the yard. When they go out for yard, it should be the water. And whoever make it back, they just make it back. Hey, Trump, that should be wreck. They got to go swimming. They got to go swimming in the Everglades. Ain't no basketball court. No. We got water for you to swim in. Let them go swimming, Trump. Let them go swimming, Classy Creole. Let them boys go swimming. Let them swim. Let them swim. Let them swim. Yes, I believe the crime plan is working. Because if they catch you dealing in anything, dealing with trafficking, they're going to cook your boots. They're going to cook you like they're going to cook that young lady's father. They're going to cook his goofy ass as he should be cooked. This is what's going to make America great again, y'all. Again, making America great again is not just one thing that has to be done. It's multifaceted. It is multifaceted. And the one thing that needs to be slowed down a lot is these goddamn child predators and these sex traffickers. All of these perverts in this country has caused a lot of problems. See, there's a lot of perverts in the government too. That's why they was down with the whole Obamacare and the trans care. It's a lot of weirdos and people there too. That's why a lot of them don't like this Trump administration. Mm-hmm. That's why they don't like this Trump administration either. Because you got to understand, corruption is part of crime. So don't think that he not cleaning up the government just like he cleaning house on the streets. See, you can't encourage the American people to be better, to be more progressive, to think about the future if the goddamn people in the government want shit to stay the same. You see why the Trump administration is getting rid of a lot of the people in the government? Because a lot of these people want to keep trafficking children. A lot of these people want to keep feeding us and our children bad food, which develops autism and ADHD and all of these other things. Shout out to Robert F. Kennedy, who want to take high fructose corn syrup out of everything. See this? It's multifaceted. And we spoke about it here. We spoke about it. But the number one thing is the crime. It's the crime. Cyber crimes, sex crimes, a lot of different crimes, y'all. A lot of different levels of criminality. I got to understand this. Y'all got to understand this. See, the problem with people today is people want to argue because they're uncomfortable. See, that's what we have. We have a bunch of people who want to argue because Trump is making them uncomfortable. And usually you're uncomfortable when what? When you're not doing something right. Or when your needs aren't being met. So now you're going to have a lot of people who want to argue this Trump stuff because they're projecting the future of this stuff and they're afraid because they're not prepared and they're not trying to get prepared because they were socialized and engineered. This is why it's called social engineering, because they were socialized and groomed to think that the government is here for them and only here for them. See, you were socially bred into thinking the government owe you something because you a goddamn citizen. You a goddamn fool. That is the mindset of the slave. Oh, the government owed me something. Owe you what? They provide you the infrastructure in which you live in. What else do they owe you? Huh? We still focused on old shit. We ain't focused on what's happening now. That's why the Epstein files keep coming up. You don't want to focus on what's going on now. Where we're headed, you want to talk about what happened. ED. Not what's happening or what happened. You want to talk about what happened. ED at the end. Because you can't project the future and you ain't got shit going on presently. That's why you want to keep talking about back then. Back then, back then, back then, back then. Back then. Back then. Because you still don't understand what happened back then. If you analyze and pay attention to what's going on presently, it'll take you right back to the past and what happened in the past and why it happened. Because why shit happened back then is why we are where we are now. And in order for it to be a future, shit has to change. Because there's no change, there's no progress without what? Change. There's no future without what? Progress. So why you still keep talking about what happened already? Huh? Why ain't you talking about what's going on now and what we could do about it? Why we ain't having that conversation? Because that's a conversation a lot of y'all are afraid of because you never thought about it like that. You're not prepared. And you're not preparing either. You're still doing the same shit the same way. That's why y'all want to argue. Oh, Trump is corrupt. That ain't going to stop these laws from being passed. That's going to affect your life. You keep whining about shit all you want. That's not going to change nothing. That's not going to change nothing. Complaining ain't going to make this country great again. That ain't going to make it great again. What up, Kwafi? Shout out to my guy, Kwafi Nino, in the building. You see? Yeah, that's the old school Marlins hat. What's up, Kadisha? How you doing? You see? So we need to focus on what is this Trump administration currently doing? Instead of worrying. See, listen, all of this other stuff that's coming out about Trump and all of these salacious allegations and all of this salacious stuff, all the sensationalism, that's so you don't know or care about what the Trump administration is doing. Y'all don't see this? It's called distractions, deflection. These people been believing in Trump too much. Trump has been doing shit. The people agree with Trump. Let's divert their attention. Let's bring up the Epstein list. Because we don't want them to keep getting on their channels, pushing through the algorithm that Trump is the great president, that Trump is our president. We don't want to keep hearing this. We need to divert their attention so we can control what they put out on their social media platforms. See, y'all don't understand how this shit works. Y'all talking about what they want you to talk about. That's why you're chasing a view. That's why you hate Trump. You don't hate Trump on your own. They made you hate Trump. They told you to hate Trump. They suggested you hate Trump. Because guess what they told your black ass? That if Donald Trump become the president, we going back to slavery. When niggas are still in bondage in 2025. You got niggas on here talking about slavery and Donald Trump when niggas is still, when niggas is enslaved mentally. You talk about what an algorithm tells you to talk about. And you talk about slavery and rape. Shut up, nigga. I need you to shut up. I'm gonna need you to shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You still a goddamn slave in your brain. Them chains ain't off your brain. Yeah, they off your hands. Yeah, they off your legs. Yeah, they off your feet, but they ain't off of here. Trump's a racist. I'm going to talk about Trump being racist today. Trump doesn't really like FBAs. That's my show today. You don't think you still a slave? Now the white man is telling you to hate the white man. And you niggas are doing it. And then talk about slavery. Wow. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Now you letting all these white governmental people tell your black ass to hate this one white man and you gonna listen to him. What? You see? But this is why you're tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Because see, a lot of y'all are willing participants in your own ignorance. Because ignorance is safe for a lot of y'all. Ignorance is y'all safe space. Naivete is your safe space. Because sometimes when you get to knowing a lot of shit, a lot of people get scared. See, I ain't never been scared to know nothing. That's why I always went to the dark shit. That's why y'all can't tell me about none of this shit. Obatala, Oshun, Bakaba, Akabaka, Akalaka. I've been through all that. I went through the dark. I went through the occult. I went through all that shit. Can't tell me nothing about it. I went through the dark to know what's the truth. I used to wear ankh. I know. I used to believe I was African. Yeah. And promoted it. Yeah. The light is reality. Is the light on? That's reality. Is your light on? Are you based in reality? Or are you in Diddy land? A lot of y'all is in Astro World. Don't let that go over your head. Travis Scott, Astro. Remember, I showed the video when Travis Scott ran into Diddy and ran away screaming. I showed the video. See, we don't play over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I showed the video. Travis Scott saw Diddy and he ran screaming. Ah! I showed it right here on the channel. Astro World, Astro Glide, Astro World, Astro Glide. And we heard what happened at one of them concerts. Rituals, Astro World, Astro Glide. Niggas run when they see Diddy. Classy Creole say, yup, she was in the building that day. Grown men run when they see that man. Because he's a dangerous, sick criminal. And he's a freaking a pervert. Thank you, Kadisha. I appreciate that. Kadisha says 3.5 more years, baby. Shout out to Ayo Kadisha for that super chat. Salute to y'all for pulling up today. We back, y'all. We back. Y'all know how we do. We will be double streaming tomorrow. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned for the morning man talk. Y'all stay tuned for that because we will be back in the morning with that because we have to talk. We have to talk. Shout out to my brother Corey Love, man. Good to see my brother Corey Love back. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow on the Monday man talk in the morning, right? Tomorrow, I'm going to review his stream that he did today. He had a powerful message. It's called the Wisdom Hour. And he was speaking on men and self-control. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to review that. I'm going to give my points on it. And we're going to have a conversation about it. Shout out to my brother Joel. He said, what's your cash app, bro? $ DS100 Network. $ DS100 Network. Yes, it's pinned at. Thank you, Sin. Thank you, Sin. It's pinned at the top. It's pinned at the comment. Yeah, bro. It's pinned at the top. Absolutely, Classy. I'm glad he back. And we're gonna review some of that tomorrow. We're gonna review some of that tomorrow. Because we need to have this conversation, man, because it's a lot going on in the industry, y'all. It's a lot going on in the industry, y'all. A lot going on, man. So y'all stay tuned. Because like I said, we will be double streaming tomorrow. We double streaming tomorrow, y'all. We double streaming, y'all. We double streaming. So shout out to everyone. Salute to everyone for coming through. Shout out to my lovely lady Mars as always. Yes, the 3 o'clock show, as usual, Miss Kadisha. But if you want to catch the morning man show, we'll be live tomorrow around 10:30 a.m. Around 10:30 a.m. tomorrow if you want to catch the morning man talk. But as usual, we will be back here 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all are here. Y'all set y'all bell notifications so you're notified every time we live right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to my lovely lady mods, man. Y'all came through and held it down today. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everyone for stopping through today. I appreciate all y'all time, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. If y'all have financially supported today's show, it is very much appreciated. Shout out to my brother Joel Benjamin. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate it, my brother. And I hope you read the directions, Joel. But I'm still gonna shout you out anyway, bro. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to everyone, man. Y'all make sure y'all be back here Same time tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to continue this conversation. We're going to continue this conversation because there's a lot going on. Tomorrow, we're gonna also get into Candace Owens. Because remember, last week, we had to get on Candace Owens' ass. Because Candace been bugging. Candace been getting out of hand. But we're gonna speak on what she done got herself into currently. So y'all stay tuned, man. I appreciate everyone once again. Shout out to my lovely lady mods. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Salute to all the bros, man. Salute to all the bros, of course. And shout out to all the new supporters. We are over 12,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. We are on the road to 13,000 subs, y'all. We're on the road to 13,000 subs. We on the road to 13,000 subs. So y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of today's show. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Hey, Kwafi, I got you, bro. Check my email. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Peace.